What is going on, guys and girls and people of unspecified gender? My name is Blaze Shadowthorn, and I'm bringing you another Citra Quality OU live Wi-Fi battle. And before I get a comment on here, because I did get a couple of comments on this last game, I am recording this on my 3DS. I have a Luma 3DS, a modded 3DS, which allows me to run the code, the no-line QR patch code, through my game. So this is actually on my 3DS, which is why I'm able to do live Wi-Fi battles, because I don't think Citra has online battling capabilities at this exact moment. So unless they updated it, but I don't think they did. So anyways, let's get started. Our opponent is Carlos. Got him off of Pokemon Showdown. So let's see what he's bringing to the table. He is bringing a Pessimisand, a Comfey, Salazzle, Olema, kind of a bulky team, depending on the build of some of his mons. Looking over at my team, I'm using a couple of new Pokemon like Azumarill. I'm trying something out. I don't know if it will work or not. I'm bringing some fan favorites like Hydreigon. But I'm trying some new stuff out as well, so we'll see how it goes. The Azumarill is actually a Normium Z splash set, trying to be all cheeky and not have to take the damage from Belly Drum, and still get all of the damage. All of the damage! So we'll see how that works. I don't know, I have never tried this before. Thinking it out in my mind, I was thinking it would be a very spicy thing to do, but I don't know if it'll work or not. But we shall see. We shall see. So hopefully you are enjoying these Citra I don't know how to call them. Like everybody calls them Citra Wi-Fi battles, but I'm not on Citra. I'm on my 3DS, so I kind of feel awkward saying like Citra, because then people get the wrong idea and they think has Citra come out for Wi-Fi capabilities, and the answer of course is no. So I don't know what to do. I could go for the EQ, or I could go for the... Actually, I'm just gonna go straight away for the EQ. He might not know that I'm Choice Scarfed, although most Passimians are. However, he might not have faced one before, so he might know. He might not know that King Julian is Choice Scarfed, so he might stay in here, or he might go into his Skarmory. So maybe I should have U-turned. Maybe. I don't know. Or it's very possible that this Salazzle is Focus Sashed, so it will not matter. I'll just be able to bring him down to his Focus Sash. As it turns out, it is Focus Sashed. So, that's that. And he is going to go for a Flamethrower. Let us see how much damage this Flamethrower is doing. That is doing pretty solid amount of damage. I can just safely go for another EQ. The chances of him switching out into a Skarmory are very high, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I forced this thing out. All I need to do is get up rocks and dies. But there's the Skarmory, as predicted, but I go for the safe EQ regardless. Now this thing most likely wants to Hazard Stack me, so I'm gonna go into Crisp, which is that bird thing. Decidueye? I think it's called a Decidueye, but I don't know for a fact. But I bring in Decidueye as he actually makes the aggressive double back into Salazzle, which is a pretty good play on my opponent's part. Now, am I specially or physically defensive? I am physically defensive, so I for sure can't take a hit. But what can take a hit is my Squishy, which is that Tentacle Ultra Beast, whatever it's called. He can take a hit, because he resists both of the stabs, so that's very nice. That's very nice, very nice. So let's see how much damage this is going to be doing. As yeah, that's doing absolutely nothing because it's a resisted hit. So that's very nice for me. Now, I could go for. You know what? I'm just gonna go straight away for a Power Gem. No reason to screw around with anything, as he's going to go for a Toxic and Toxic me. That's fine because I'm actually a screen set, so my main all I do is set up screens and die pretty much. So I got dual stab with Power Gem and Sludge Bomb. But other than that, I'm just here for screens. For screens. So I get a special defense raise because of the Beast Boost ability, which is nice. Now what is he? He's probably going to bring in Skarmory if I had to guess. Skarmory makes sense. I don't know what other Pokemon he would bring in. But we will find out in a moment as soon as he brings it in. We will find out in a moment. So Skarmory, I really don't know what else he would bring in, to be completely honest, other than Skarmory. I'm trying to remember what Pokemon he has on his team. Oh, he brings out the Pass with Sand thing. Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna actually set up a light screen, because I don't know what this thing wants to do. Whether he wants to go straight away for an Earth Power, or if he wants to stockpile up. Because those are normally what this thing does, is it stockpiles, or maybe he's gonna go straight away for the attack. Either way, I'm gonna get up my light screen because normally these things are specially offensive, as there is the Earth Power, so I should at least be able to take this Earth Power, as I do not only through the light screen, and I'm max HP, max special defense, but I also had that special defense Beast Boost as well, so I'm gonna be taking these hits very, very well. And now, what I think it's time is I'm gonna bring in my Hydreigon. I'll bring in my Hydreigon. If he wants to go for another Earth Power, I take no damage from that. If he wants to try and be cheeky and predict me to switch out and go for a Ghost attack, I resist that. And I believe he doesn't get a Fairy or a Fighting Stab or attack at all, as he does try and catch my Decidueye on the switch in. Unfortunately, that's not the switch I make. And with the light screen up, that does absolutely nothing. So let me just double check really quickly. So he has the Alola Muck he could switch in on a Dark Pulse. He also has that Comfey that he could switch in on a Dark Pulse. I could go for a Flash Cannon. And his only switch into a Flash Cannon would be his Skarmory. And I don't think he's going to be switching in Skarmory. So I am going to go for a Flash Cannon. Predicting him to bring in that Comfey. The Fairy. Comfey. Yeah, Comfey? Comfey. But anyways, that is going to be taking a modest Choice Specs Flash Cannon coming from a Hydreigon, and unfortunately it is not enough to pick up the KO, but it does do a significant amount of damage to this Comfey. He does restore some HP with a Citrus Berry, and with its ability, Recovery gets priority, so I don't know what he wants to do. He decides to pull a switch out into the Muck. Okay. Muck, I believe, is Poison Dark this gen, so we'll see how much the Flash Cannon should be doing. I don't think it'll be doing too much because it's most likely specially defensive. That did a decent amount of damage. I'm pretty pleased with that damage output from my Hydreigon. So much that I am going to... He does still have that sand... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into Volton. I'm going to Volton, which is my Magnezone. I don't think he's going to be going for an Earthquake. If anything, he's going to go for like a Fighting type. Oh, he's going for it to Protect. That's fine. So I get a nice free switch into my Magnezone. And from here, he is definitely going to get scared out from the Thunderbolt. So he is not switching in his Skarmory. And I'm just going to go for... Oh, he goes for the Protect again. Okay, that's fine. But it doesn't matter because little does he know... I am actually an Assault Vest variant. So what I'm actually going to do right here is I'm going to predict him to bring in his Skarmory. Actually, I'm going to go for a Flash Cannon. I want to make sure he brings in that Skarmory because I think I outspeed a Skarmory. I don't even know if I do or not, but if he does switch in a Skarmory, I trap that thing anyways. So we'll go for a Flash Cannon. We'll see how much damage this does. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and he goes for the knockoff. Okay, so the bluff is broken. He knows I'm not choice. I was kind of hoping he'd bring in his Skarmory and I'd be able to kill that thing off, but unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. So what we can do here is we can drop a Thunderbolt on this thing. He might want to try and Protect. He doesn't. We'll see if a Thunderbolt does even more damage. It does. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to knock it out with yet another Thunderbolt, especially at the range of HP that he's at. So that is a bit unfortunate. So Volton might not be doing... Volton would be really nice to keep, actually, for the Skarmory. Do I need to keep it for the Skarmory, actually? That's a good question. I don't want to waste it unnecessarily on this Muck, because I do have other things to beat Muck 1v1. What do I have to beat Skarmory? Not a whole lot. Let's see, he's showing me Knockoff and Protect. He hasn't shown me a Poison Stab yet. Although I don't know why he would, especially with having Volton out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch in King Julian on the predicted Knockoff, because I want to preserve my Magnezone for that Skarmory, like I said. I don't know if I have anything to take that Skarmory on 1v1, and if I don't, then I want to definitely keep my options open. So, unfortunately for me, I do get the Poison Touch, which means my Pokemon dies here because he can just Protect Stall me to death, which is super unfortunate, but that's whatever. I do live the Poison turn 1, but as I said before, he can just easily Protect right here and kill me off, which is exactly what he's going to do. That's unfortunate. That is super unfortunate. But I think what I can do is I can bring in my Baby Blue. He might have a Poison Stab, but I think I can take one Poison attack. And let's go for that normal, that Z Splash. Hopefully, no, he can't Protect. So we'll see what attack he goes for. Like I said, if he goes for a Poison Stab, I don't think it'll kill me. It shouldn't kill me. He switches out and he goes into Skarmory. I don't know why. Well, I guess Skarmory is his physically defensive Pokemon, so that makes sense. But anyways, let's see if this set actually works. The normal, drastically. So I get +3 instead of +4. So not quite the boost. Wait, no, I get +3 instead of +6. That's what it is. I get +3 instead of +6. So it is a significant, not really significant power drop, but it is sort of significant. He is not Rocky Helmet, and I do get the Lucky Flinch. The flinch only matters if he had Whirlwind. If he had Whirlwind, then that flinch definitely mattered. If he did not have Whirlwind, then it didn't matter. Oh, he did have Whirlwind because... Oh, he did have Whirlwind. Okay, because that was negative priority. So that flinch definitely mattered. So, nice and bad, as they say. Although, I don't know how much that really mattered now that I'm thinking about it, because I got it down to the range of HP that if he Whirlwinded me out into pretty much any of my Pokemon, I would have been able to revenge it. So maybe it didn't matter as much as I thought it did. But, anyways, I don't Aqua Jet here. I'm able to live the Double Edge, though. Maybe that's not banded, beware. I don't know, though. I don't know my base speeds that well. But I am able to go for a Play Rough and destroy that thing, so. Z Splash Azumarill is putting in the finest of work. It comes down to your preference, honestly, whether you want to have that, that +3, that extra +3, but no HP. Or, not have that +3. Or, yeah, take +3 instead of +6 and have all full HP, or not. But, I like it. It did what I thought it would do. And, that is that. So it's turning out to be a little bit of an Azumarill sweep near the end, which is alright. It's alright. Let us waterfall this thing. It is super effective, and he does have that Liquid Pack ability, but I don't think it matters because I think it just dies, which it does. Yeah, the sand thing is super frail. Like, no, it's super slow, not really super frail. Super frail, just super slow. So back in comes this Muck. I didn't really even get to... I mean, I think I showed off all 6 of my Pokemon, actually, in this game. But anyways, let's go for a Play Rough. as I end up missing the play rough, which sucks. But I guess it's fine. That just means I get to use another Pokemon to finish off the game, which I'm okay with. And I did get that 20% flinch, even though play rough only has a 10% chance to missing. All's fair in hacks and Pokemon, so I'm not too upset at that. It lets me finish off the game with one of my favorite Pokemon ever, Hydreigon. Hydreigon is just too good of a Pokemon. It is just too good of a Pokemon. Like, it just, like, modest specs, it might be a little slower than a lot of the threats, but especially in this meta where not everything is super fast, it just hits so hard. Like, 383 special attack plus choice specs, Stab, Draco, Dark Pulse just, like, nukes everything. So, that is going to be the game. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next Wi-Fi battle. Bye.